Okay, now most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds and I get asked all the time, what do I eat when I'm first starting on my weight loss journey? So I'm here at my local grocery store. I'm gonna show you what to pick, what to buy if this is like your day one. Come on, let's go. All right, so we're gonna start off with a protein. I feel like you guys hear me talk about this all the time. Protein is super important, not only to nourish your body, it also helps keep you full throughout the day. This is what I would start with, like protein, protein, protein. Now, I usually come here and I grab this little 3-pack right here. It's $20. It's 3 pounds of ground beef. Now, this is organic grass-fed beef. Do you have to get organic? No. You could also grab this guy right here, which is 3 pounds for $18.99. So it's about, I mean, once you really do the math, it's like you get 3 pounds of organic grass-fed beef for $20, or you get 3 pounds of conventional beef for $18.99. Personally, for the $2 difference, I'm going for the, or $1. Actually, for the $1 difference, I'm going the organic grass-fed route, but it is not necessary. When it comes to protein, get what is within your means, okay? Find things on sale. I come here and I grab things on sale. Like you can grab patties, $4. I mean, are they always on sale? No, but if they are, grab them. So ground beef is definitely like one that I'm gonna recommend always, always, always. You can eat it for breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can make bowls. You can literally make burgers. You can make so many different meals. It's budget friendly in comparison to like a ribeye steak or something like that. Super delicious and really, really nourishing. So one thing I'm getting for sure, this is day one, I'm getting some ground beef. All right, now moving on to the bacon. We have bacon, sausage, ham. This is more breakfast. Like, are you a breakfast person? If you are, then this is another option. You can do ham, eggs, avocado. You can do bacon, eggs, avocado, queso fresco. Like, it's just about mixing and matching, but bacon is another one. Like the one that I get is usually like the Applegate brand. This is usually like their stuff is humanely raised, you know, like I like the taste of it. This one's always good. This is actually a turkey bacon, which you could also do. But if you're trying to stay full, you're trying to stay satiated, you're doing ultra low carb, I go with the regular bacon. So here we have some on sale. At the end of the day, it's just about what you're eating. It's not so much how much you're eating, it's what you're eating. Now, I'm not gonna say you shouldn't be mindful. I'm just saying that instead of focusing so much on like calories, 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 focus on like what you're actually eating, okay? So like in this case, I would have 2-3 eggs, 2-3 pieces of bacon, a little bit of avocado, some queso fresco, Mexican salsa, breakfast is served. All right, guys, I always carry, you already know me. I'm carrying my tumbler, try to get my electrolytes in here because if not, I won't drink water. I literally will go the entire day without drinking water. I put in my little packet of Element. Right now, I am so on the lemon. It's called like lemonade salt. It is delicious. It tastes like a natural lemonade. I'm getting all of my electrolytes that my body needs for the day, and it's great for hormonal regulation. It has the perfect breakdown. It has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium, which is exactly what our body needs. So I will leave a link in the description below if you want to get a sample pack with any purchase. And right now you can actually get 4 of their most popular flavors and you get 2 of each flavor. Or you can also type in drinklmnt.com/low carb love. So either or will work. Okay, so I love Coke Zero. It's literally my kryptonite. I love it, love it, love it, but I try to stay away from it. So if you're someone that is just getting started, you love soda and you're like, I just need the fizz, okay, I got you. So this aisle right here is all the sparkling waters. I've tried everything, Topo Chico, Perrier, Bubbly. I've tried every one, and you know which one is my favorite? This one right here. I love the regular seltzer water. It's the Kroger brand. I don't know what it is about it. I just love it. If this isn't available, I'm doing Topo Chico, okay? But you get like the fizz, and I feel like it's so satisfying. It's 0 calories, it's 0 carbs, it doesn't have any crazy ingredients, it doesn't have any sweetness. So it's really just like carbonated water, but they have like a little essence of flavor. So if you're someone that needs that, you don't want to drink plain water, then this is a great option. So instead of choosing sodas, go for the sparkling water. And this is one of my favorite parts of the grocery store. So I'm usually going here. We are doing like some organic. It's not about the brand, it's more about pasture raised. Look for pasture raised eggs. And let me really quickly tell you why. So you have to think conventional hens are fed soy, they're fed wheat, they're fed grains. And so you're consuming that. So if you're someone that's sensitive to wheat or someone that's sensitive to, let's say, soy, then that might be one of the reasons why you feel a certain type of way after having conventional eggs. So personally, I do like an organic pasture raised, or I also like these. I don't know if you've ever tried them. They are like blue eggs. And look at these. They look kind of crazy, but these are amber. Like the yolks are almost orange, okay? And they just taste so creamy. So the reason why I love eggs, let me tell you this. Again, healthy fats, okay? You have the protein. With eggs, you can make egg salad, you can have breakfast, you can do soft boiled, you can do scrambled, you can do an omelet, you can do so many different things. It's budget friendly because even 18 eggs at $13.99 is still, you know, I know that that's, you can get eggs that are conventional for much cheaper, but I do think that with eggs, it's worth getting it if it's within your means. If not, eggs in general are just a great option. Okay, and you guys hear me talk about queso fresco all the time. This right here is my baby. I love, 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 love queso fresco. Like this has a very neutral taste. I love it for breakfast. I love to put it over like a skillet. I love to eat it as a snack. Sometimes I just get a piece of queso fresco with some almonds, some olives, and guys, I am telling you, you have a high protein snack that is super low carb. I would say it's also pretty low, fairly low in calories. Well, not really, but you're getting very low carb, and those healthy fats are what help keep you feel full and satiated. So if I'm doing a cheese, I'm either doing queso fresco, or I also love the pepper jack. I like flavor, 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 flavor. So this one up here, something like a sharp cheddar. This adds a lot of flavor to your omelets. If I am doing like think of a protein style burger, right? No bun. I always want to have like a really good cheese, like this right here. We have either like a Swiss. I love Swiss. I love is it called Gruyere or something? Gruyere. Anyway, but for me, like a nice, like a cheese, like a sharp cheddar, something that's like has a lot of flavor goes a long way, because you don't need too much of it for it to like really flavor your food. So if I'm doing cheese, it's queso fresco, some Swiss. I love like a feta, a blue cheese. All of that adds a lot of flavor, and you don't need a lot of it. Okay, and we've all heard about butter, 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 butter. Now, do not be afraid of butter. Butter are healthy fats, low carbs. They have a lot of vitamins that you don't get from other foods. Kerrygold is the most popular. If your store has a grass-fed butter that is not Kerrygold, save the money and go that route. I usually get mine from Costco because I get a bigger pack for cheap. But grass-fed butter is better than a conventional butter. Is it a must? No. I sometimes get this brand. I get this one that's just organic. I literally just get real butter. What you don't want to do is grab margarine. You don't want to do like this one down here. Like, I can't believe it's not butter and all that. That is all processed junk. And in order to not only lose weight, because I know a lot of times when you start a weight loss journey, it's just about losing weight. Once you get past that part, it's about health. And that's where this comes into play. Like, you don't want the processed foods that are gonna just get you to lose the weight. You want that, yes, we wanna lose the weight, we wanna lose the fat, but we also wanna focus on health. Okay, and all of these look very fun. We got the Starbucks, we got the Dunkin' Donuts, we have all of these here. If you're like, Myra, please, I need a creamer. I don't wanna just do regular milk. I would probably go with like Nut Pod. Why? Because it doesn't have any sweetener, and they're pretty clean ingredients, and they are only 10 calories. So if I were to get one, I used to use a lot of these, but they discontinued the flavors that I like, so I don't use them anymore. But I would say if you're like, no, please, I need a creamer, I would go that route. Stay away from any of these sugar-free ones. Don't do it. They have seed oils, they have, what is it, canola, they have soybean. All of that sooner or later is going to wreak havoc on your gut, okay? So no to that unless you're doing something that's like unsweetened. But what I will say is you can definitely go over here. So over here for your coffee creamer, you can make your own. get a little bit of half and half, get a heavy cream. You can make your condensed milk. I have a recipe for a homemade condensed milk that you can make like your own creamer. I could actually maybe make a video where I show you like maybe making 3 different creamers at home so you have your homemade version. But if you're just starting, I would say do half and half, or even like a little heavy cream. The only thing is you want to be careful with the heavy cream because it is very calorie dense. What I would do is if you have like a little frother or something, you could do something like this. And the reason why I like this is because it is regular milk, but it's lactose free. So if you're not lactose free, who cares? You can look for another one that has reduced sugar. But what I like about it is that this only has 6 grams of sugar versus regular milk that has 13 grams. So if, when you are trying to go ultra low carb, things like this make a big difference, because remember, even milk, even though it's natural, it will still spike your glucose, it'll still spike your insulin, and you cannot physically, like scientifically speaking, you cannot lose weight while your insulin is spiked. So just keep that in mind. The lower your insulin, the lower your cravings, and then the more you can tap into those fat stores. Now this aisle right here. So let me tell you what I grew up eating. Right here, canola. We grew up eating corn oil. We grew up eating vegetable oil because, like, why not? It's vegetable oil. Well, guys, vegetables don't have fats. So how does that happen? They have to ultra process it, okay? In a really, really high heat, which creates free radicals. That it's just a whole thing. We want to stay away from that. So, Myra, I'm just getting started. What oil do I need to buy? I would do something like this. Does it have to be Chosen Foods? No, it can be a generic brand. You just want to look for a pure avocado oil. Sometimes they're sneaky, okay? Some of these brands are sneaky, and they will do an avocado mixed with like a sunflower oil. You don't want that. 100% pure avocado oil. I will say that this one, it has a neutral taste. So just look, like this one says like light flavor. So you know that's gonna have a little bit of flavor. You know what I mean? Like look for the things that say neutral taste, okay? So avocado oil. You're like, Myra, I want something different. I don't want avocado oil. Okay, for baking, do some coconut oil. Coconut oil is a great oil for baking, okay? And you can also find one that has like a neutral taste as well, so it's not gonna be super like coconutty, and that's great for desserts, okay? And then last but not least, where is it? We have our olive oil over here. So just look for whatever's on sale. I will say this is a very popular brand, but this has a very strong taste. I have it at home and I was like, it makes my food taste like very olivey. So find one that's neutral and it's gonna give you the same result as like a regular oil, like a regular seed oil, but you're not gonna get the inflammatory side effects that you get from the seed oils, okay? So those are the oils that I personally have in my house right now. It's olive, coconut, and avocado. But now what you could also use, if for whatever reason you're like, I want to stay away from oils, I want to use like natural fats, you can do duck fat, you can do beef tallow, you can do ghee, oh no, ghee is not an animal fat, but do animal fats. Those are also good. They are not inflammatory, and they also have vitamins that you don't get from other oils, okay? So that's what I'm saying. You're starting out. Those are the 3 that I'm going with. And just remember, read the label, read the ingredients to make sure that they are not combined with a seed oil. And then we have the veggies and the fruits. Now, this is where you might think like, oh, everything goes. It's veggies and fruit. Okay, well, remember, we're doing ultra low carb, okay? So one thing that I'm definitely going with, bam, right here. We got the mushrooms. I love mushrooms. If you don't worry. There are a lot of other veggies, but mushrooms are super low in carbs, super low in calories. They're gonna add bulk, okay? And that's one thing that, like, when you're doing something like ultra low carb, meat, eggs, cheese, like they're not as bulky, like you don't get a lot of volume. So this is where veggies are really gonna come into play, okay? So we have the mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Then we have all the lettuce. You already know, salads, go crazy. I stick to low carb, okay? So zucchini are amazing. You can throw that into a stir fry. You can throw it into a salad. I love bell peppers. I know a lot of people are like, carrots are like, and yeah, these are on the higher end when it comes to carbs, But so I would say if you're just starting out, let's stay away from the carrots, let's stay away from the corn, let's stay away from beets, things like that. I eat them, but guys, I'm already at a place where I'm not trying to lose a lot of weight, right? So we're talking, this is, you're just getting started. So you're doing mushrooms, you're doing spinach, broccoli. You can do a little bit of onion. Onion does have, it does have sugar, but it's okay. You're gonna do a little. You're not gonna like do, you know, saute 3 onions. No, we're not gonna do that. So, you know, keep moving over here. Then you could do a little bit of Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts can add up, but guys, it's okay. It has a lot of fiber. We have the asparagus. Asparagus are amazing. And then, of course, where are my little cucumbers? Okay, we already know your girl loves a great cucumber salad. I love Persian cucumber. I love English cucumbers. So all cucumbers are delicious, and I feel like you can do so much with them. So I feel like this aisle, this is where you get creative. Like this is where you can turn like regular ground beef into like fajitas. This is where you can do like, you can really get creative and add a lot of flavor, a lot of color, but still keep it super low carb. Okay, so those are the veggies that I'm going with. Again, just really quickly, it's the mushrooms, the asparagus, the broccoli, we got the cucumber, we got the zucchini. Those are the ones that I'm really sticking to, okay? At least for the first few weeks, you're gonna see the weight come off, you're gonna feel amazing, and then you can try testing other veggies, okay? So we have that. And don't forget, I have my meal plan. I list all of this out. I literally hold your hand the entire way. So grab my meal plan. It's in the description below. It tells you step by step. It gives you the ideas on what to eat. And then this is just like a guide, so you know if you're in the grocery store, play this video and then I'll walk you through what to get. But that meal plan is gonna guide you day by day, okay? Now let's finish off over here. We're gonna go with the strawberries. So you already know berries. Berries, now look at, I'm gonna be honest with you. All fruit has sugar, okay? It does. But if you're like, Myra, please, I need a little bit, like a little bit of some type of fruit. Okay, so this is where you're gonna be. We're not going into the apples. We're not going into the grapes. We are staying right here in this little aisle where you have the blueberries, you have the blackberries, you have the raspberries, okay? And of course the strawberries. So right now these strawberries are looking very teeny tiny. They are not really calling my name. Okay, so it's probably not a good day for them. But these right here, look at this. You have some blueberries, you have blackberries and raspberries. You can make a yogurt parfait. You can do maybe like a little bit of unsweetened dark chocolate. Make like a really nice little dessert. And then you might even add a few almonds. Like just get really creative with it and you could literally enjoy your day from start to finish. You're gonna be full, you're not gonna have cravings, you're gonna see that scale move and you're gonna be able to see the results, okay? So there you have it. If today was my day one, everything that I just went through right now is what would be in my cart. I hope that's helpful. You know, sometimes I feel like we think it's a lot harder than what it is. It's not, it's easy. Always just remember, it's the perimeter of the store. You don't have to go through those aisles, okay? Even the sparkling water that was in that aisle, it is not necessary. I'm just thinking, for me personally, I need a little something like extra. I need a little bit of fizz in my life. So I go and get those sparkling waters instead of soda. So much, much better. But it's as easy as that, okay? So I hope this was helpful. If it was, please share this with friends, family. If they're living a low carb lifestyle, maybe they're starting on their weight loss journey. Things like this could be super, super helpful. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.